consertar. Vamos aqui para consertar. Né?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Okay.
This console is 95% cause of short...
You know?
Substance contained...
Hey! Oh, wait. I'm supposed to say the slogan. Okay, you can do this, Anna. Here goes. It doesn't matter if you're you or me. We're all part of the Rizzo's family. How was that?
Well, about as good as any other slogan.
No jest. Well, that's a wager I sure would have lost. Guess even a busted spectrometer can be right if you hold it to the light, huh? I'm sure you've guessed it, but I'm not the best at remembering slogans. And when I can't remember them, I tend to just make them up. But I guess that's why I'm just an intern and not a full-timer. At least, not yet. What? No, that's ridiculous. I can't tell you I've never made any mistakes, but it'd be pretty hard to keep my job if I were trying to break everything. Though there was the time I tried to fix a broken hinge on one of our mosquito hives and released a swarm. Chased me around the orchards 3 times before I managed to get help. Don't I know it? A worker friend of mine ran afoul of one of the swarms and had to get new kidneys. Not due to renal failure, but because the mosquitoes kept stinging his kidneys. Don't worry though, mosquitoes are typically only about when living folks aren't in the orchards. I am contractually obligated to tell you that mosquitoes never get out during visiting hours. But when they do, the only way to get them to return is to go directly to Hive Control and activate emergency recall. Which isn't easy, considering all the hives near Control. But this is all a departure from what I wanted to say. I've been trying to help the orchards, not harm them. Hold a moment. You haven't found anything, have you? Well, maybe. I might have had a supersized cup of mixed purpleberry punch and lemon slab that I might have knocked over when I was running routine diagnostics. Look, I know what you're thinking, but I have the proper permit to mix those drinks. I just left it in my other work uniform.
I don't know if I believe her, but she's really trying her best.
Hey, we have a lot of uniforms. It's hard keeping track of all your belongings. How did you notice? The diagnostic normally takes hours, and that's only if humidity's low. I wanted to take the initiative to try and make it faster. Well, yes. The orchards are becoming overrun with pests. Usually we give workers handguns and tell them to go to town, which results in many injured workers and a few dead sprats. Our exterminator automax only kill mosquitoes, and even then, only if an exec somehow ended up in the orchards during a pollinization cycle. So I decided to do some reprogramming. The reprogramming was easy until I locked myself out of the terminal. Then, when I was running away from the bots, I dropped the terminal access card somewhere in the orchards. Believe me, I know that now. Guess I did sort of mess that one up. But there's nothing to come clean about. I've just been doing my best out here. Oh yes, I simply never liked the way she stole the limelight from the true star. Burbage 3001. I certainly am. That aerodynamic chassis, how the light glints off his rotund head, the way he enunciates, cry havoc, and let loose the cadence of war. Excuse me, I got a little lightheaded there. Nobody does Shakespeare like Burbage. What were we talking about? Who? I suppose so. I also... Oh...
Cara, me piada.
Back again, eh? I knew...
Eu mando eu fazer a mesma missão por essa. Vou ir atrás também.
timeline discrepancy detect analysis. This discarded canister is typical of the R-mounted storage tanks on the orchard's agricultural mechanicals. However, it is not currently attached to a mechanical. This canister contains a high amount of vinegar in addition to water. Warning. Use of vinegar, a known herbicide, on purpleberry saplings is a violation of Rizzo's agricultural standards. These canisters can typically be found in the nursery store. Chemical makeup of substance: 50% water, 50% vinegar. Trace amounts of woolly cow feces also detected.
You're back. All right. Let's hear the detail. A drink? How many? Ha! Huh. You... What? So... In... That... Top... You... Right. Never liked paying bits if I ain't got...
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
I wonder sometimes what they're doing on other colonies. Think they're watching the same serials, following the same tossball games?
Mm-hmm.
You're not listening to a word, are you?
Look, my back aches.
So the ship talks? Do all ships do that?
I can't say for certain, since I only ever been on this one.
Muito pra casa.
wraps. Let's clear the sulfur zone fucks out so we can get the rest. Here they come! Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. Normally I'd ask Hiram, but, seeing as how he's not around anymore, I'll have to do some digging on my own. I'll let you know when I find a lead. No, not with this. I'm gonna have to dig through my history a bit, and it's gonna hurt. Here's hoping it won't take long. What's up?
Essa missão aqui vai demorar pra ser feita, Nick.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Don't they have anybody to greet arrivals? For paperwork or ticketing or at all? Shouldn't we be looking into that distress call? Not that I mislike feeling the wind in my hair.
Here we go! That's the last of them!
It's very hard for me.
Eu tava.
I don't even know how you can get a kitchen this dirty with just canned food. Are we gonna get in trouble?
Fraquinha essa arte. Diferença. Por aqui.
You watching the Aether Waves last night? You know that slick-looking spacer from All My Colonists?
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM? Registering new owner. Captain. SAM units live to clean and clean to live.
No. Foi dessa missão secundária, eu vou para a missão final.
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Eu vou levar o robô em vez dessa mulher. Pior que tá faltando um ainda, né?
These are rap bites. What the hell are raps doing on Terra 2?
Clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10,000 bits. Organic material. Delays in loading due to commerce obstruction. We deducted from all staff pay. Employee, you have been fined an additional 200 bits for commerce obstruction. Please collect your ticket.
For the sake of my own faith in my fellow man, I hope to avoid these folk weren't so stupid as to bring Raptidons here themselves.
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps. Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts. Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center. What do you think? I'm the landing pad guard. I was standing out on the fucking tarmac. Hell of a job until all this. Anything else you'd like to know? Distress call? From here? Shit. They told me that weren't allowed. Got me. I just do what I'm told, and I was told not to do such. Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you? No, you're the one saved the board quite a headache over an Emerald Vein. Yes. Anton Crane, lead scientist here. I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, though, truth be told. I'm not at liberty to discuss the nature of the work I'm doing here. Suffice it to say that its importance to me, to the colony, is immeasurable. My research may not quite fall within legal parameters, so I'm under orders to maintain wireless silence. However, having your head used as target practice can addle one's thinking. I cut the call immediately once I'd gathered my wits. The Home Office can't know what's happening here.
Better that you're in trouble with your boss than shot.
I suppose it can't hurt. If I don't get that research back, my life is over regardless. We were formulating a new and improved dental gel. One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue? While doing research on enzymes specific to the Raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever. Not just any diet toothpaste, the ultimate diet toothpaste. If the
Sorry, customer. That request cannot be found in the file banks.
We are experiencing a security event, sir and/or madam. Please vacate the premises immediately.
You're underestimating the importance of the HVAC. 500 bits on the darling state of the fine.
Filthy. Toxic. Impure. Vast quantities of sterilizing agent detected. Area analysis is unexpectedly disgusting. Dirty. Unit is clean, mean, and ready to kill germs. Performing a sweep of the area. Classification. Low. Traffic level. Caution! Infestation encroaching!
Vou pôr uma mira nessa arma, fica melhor.
Flawlessly finished.
Sabe porque eu entrei aqui mesmo aí.
Help!
One ball cleans it all.
What? How the hell did you get in here? No, not... I don't care about the beasts. I care about the front door. This is an egregious breach of protocol. How'd you get in? Can't use the centrifuge without supervision. Can't file reports without him double-checking their every word. Can't save myself from mortal peril. It's like he thinks I'm a child. His hands-on management style is coming to a point of contention, I tell you. Please. That man doesn't have an altruistic bone in his body. I'd wait...
Unexpected. No.
Performance evaluation is sterling.
Nothing like the opening. Just like the board to do a half-assed job and abandon it partway through. Leave the mess to come crashing down on other people.
Detected.
Here we go. And that's how it's done, Captain.
Cara, roubando é forte.
Here we have a laboratory, hiding in plain sight. I'm on to your tricks, Auntie Cleo.
Who the... You care to explain what you're doing here? Did you miss the big sign outside? That I am. Name's Porter. If Doc Crane did send you, I'd be glad for the help. Bad news is, we haven't been able to clean these outlaws out of the lab. Good news is, they haven't been able to escape, neither. For now. I reckon they got no backup. On the other hand, we don't neither. And our mechanicals all went haywire for some damn reason. Damn mechanicals have always been more trouble than they're worth. The garage and the front door are it. These bastards got in through the vent system, but we locked that down. They're not getting back out that way without a security keycard. They'd need to take mine. Or make a new one in my office, I guess. Why you want to know that? What for? Fair point. Here's a keycard to my office. Head left from here and downstairs. It's across from the cafeteria. I got a machine that makes pass cards for us. Just don't knock over any paperwork in there. I got a system.
Congratulations, customer. Your SAM unit is performing at peak capacity.
Nice work.
Returning to normal protocols.
Gastei um monte pra nada, meu desgraça.
Sweeping.
On the job.
Cover me! I'm going in! Anything going on over there?
Sanitation and maintenance job fulfilled.
Tem 5.
Mobilizing scrubber heads.
Hey! You! Over here! As I live and breathe. The board's very own pet mercenary. It's been a bit of a day, so I'll get to the point. Yes, I have Crane's research. No, I'm not giving it back. Sorry to disappoint you. Yes, I imagine he does. But we all have problems. It is the human condition. I am myself ensnared in this wretched place. You want to kill me. I don't want to die. Therefore, it is in my best interest to negotiate with you. Help me get out of here, and I will pay you for my life. Same reason you are, more than likely. I imagine we picked up the same kid. Secret research facility, abandoned town, minimal security. Crane actually sent out a cry for help? Oh, the poor bastard. Seeing his life's work snatched from him? Must be like losing a child. The first thing I need is a key card to unlock my door. Then I'd need you to clear me a path out of here. There are 2 ways out. The quickest is through the front door, but Clio security's bottled up in there. If you don't want to shoot them, I suppose you could talk to them. The other way out is through the loading bay. But you'd have to clear out the wraps for me. Then I could just slip out the back, sight unseen. Give me a little credit. We are not bandits. We do not steal research. We liberate it. So a few scientists were caught in the crossfire. I will not be accountable for every idiot who wanders in front of my gun. This lab is a prison, not a place of work. Those men were not scientists. They were indentured laborers. We liberated them. They should be thanking us. I prefer freedom fighter, but I will not quibble over semantics. Come on now. Do you want to be dull and boring and servile like everyone else? Or do you want to break some rules? Because Crane is a tool. Because no good deed goes unrewarded. Because doing me a good turn is the honorable and decent thing. Take your pick. We are all of us trapped. You, me, the scientists. This is not a colony. It is a slave camp. Yes, we raided the lab, shot some guards, killed a few scientists in the crossfire, but it was all for a higher cause. All wars have casualties. I regret taking a life, but we were doing them a mercy. Better to die than live in a state of slavery. You might be the first stroke of luck I've had all day. Thank you. I'm in your debt. Nothing beyond the purview of a talented freelancer like you. You really expect me to just let them pass? Why? So they can regroup behind their walls and mount another assault? Never mind. I'm obviously in no position to argue with you. If you can talk those guards into standing down, my people will follow suit. I'll help, however. A Raptidon is an apex. How should I know? I left his body. The Rapt... You'll need... Take...
Reminder, if you let your SAM unit be eaten by wild...
Here they come!
Detected! Cleaning cycle complete.
Carregar esse da telha. Onde é que eu pego isso? Aquela lata de gás sedativo. Deve estar lá para trás.
Huh?
Alert! Dirt alert! Sam, putting trash in its rightful place for more than 70 years.
I would.
Essa mulher aqui, ela vai acabar me atacando, velho. Se eu matar ali um segundo, enquanto ela...
Finally. I've never been so pleased at the sight of an open door. Please tell me you've cleared a way out of here. So you have. I am much obliged. And now, if you do not mind, I have had quite enough of this wretched place. Oh, really? And why, pray tell, would I do a thing like that? Don't give me that look. You have made your point clear enough. Here. Take the damned research. Tell Crane I hope he chokes on it. Good. I never trust a freelancer who works for free. Orphans. Is that what you are calling yourself now? Here. Let it never be said that I do not reward good work.
You. As if my thoughts weren't dark enough already. What is it? You can't possibly understand the magnitude of this decision. Auntie Cleo will have my head! Leave me be. There's nothing left to be done here. You may have saved Jameson, but you destroyed me. Now please, leave me alone.
Sam, I must confess, I have not been cleaned for far too long. You're sure this will... Oh, yes. The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Rizzo's lemon snap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Area analysis is as follows.
Gracious. What's that? What? My stars, what? Are you... Can't say I wanna try...
Quer todo dinheiro pra cara, eu vou comprar isso. R$396. Quanto é que é mesmo?
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. I found a handsome... It's all... What do you... That... Go right... Because... Oh, but... That... Claim... Any... It's all... I've got a lot...
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these? I so enjoy watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool and whimper.
News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Cara, onde é que é esse lugar? Se der, como é que chega aí?
Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch. You want a punch? Right here.
Aqui, aqui. Bloqueei aqui.
Sublight. Needs to pay the bill somehow.
Hold it right there! What do you think you're doing? Just don't make more paperwork for me, all right?
Here they come!
Open fire!
What was that?
Bartek!
Mind playing?
I'll hold them back!
And required.
What was that? I better take a look.
Saw something. What was that noise? What was that? What was that? I better take a look.
What was that? What was that? I better take a look.
Something's not right. I'm gonna go have a look. What's that noise?
Right. I'm gonna go. What was that? What's that noise?
I don't want to die!
interrupt your regular defend your corporate cabinet
Eu não sei como é que chega ali.
Talk to your local manager about a
Quer por dentro?
Something going on over there? Huh? Something going on over there? Over there? What was that?
Mega messy.
Destination reached. Scylla.
Hey. Hold on a second. I want to work.
Mold detected. Mildew detected. Body odor detected. Wrong tool for the job. Area has been sanitized.
Tem que voltar lá e descobrir como chega naquele local. Eu acho que é pela... pelo bagulho dos médicos lá. Não sei se eu posso voltar lá que eu matei todo mundo.
The groundbreaker auxiliary base.
Aqui. Lugar.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Can we talk? Hell of a job. Great work.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge. A soft sour.
Não faço ideia como chegar ali. Aqui por baixo.
Here they come!
Get up! No! Leave me alone!
No! Please don't hurt me!
What? Oh, careful!
I better
Purify. Resistant to cleaning cover.
Vai nem encosta em mim.
No, please don't. I'm sorry, I'm sorry!
Don't mess with me! Bring him down!
Time to die!
Drill. Dirty. Clean up the competition.
I'm gonna check it out.
Quer iniciar, quer andar. É que eu não sei onde salvou pela última vez. Se eu se voltar tudo. Acho que é melhor voltar tudo aqui. Que missão tá aqui?
Hey, Cap. Got a minute?
Os caras estão me atacar, hein? Pô, não sei não como é que chega ali não. Nem aqui, eles querem nem aqui, velho. Se der como cheguei. Bloqueei essa porta aqui pra mim.
Military service does not guarantee full employment rights.
Vou pular essa missão aqui. Não sei, né? Como é que faz ela?
Breaks military discount.
Dirt alert! Dirt alert!
What's that noise?
No! Please don't hurt me! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Don't mess with me! Open fire! We got an engine down! Switching top!
Aqui, velho. Você tem que voltar antes de que eu comecei o massacre do caralho aqui. Velho. Deixa eu ver aqui. Diário. Acho que é antes ainda. Talvez. Nossa, que é uma merda, velho. Só que eu já fiz um massacre já, né? Já. Eu vou pular essa missão aqui, não tem o que fazer não. Não consigo mais voltar lá, né? Vou fazer essa daqui, eu faço essa daqui e vou pra final, pra outra missão. Tem o que fazer.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Captain, let's talk.
Health alert! Preparing body bag for use.
Smells like rats. Oh, it does work. I brought some. Cover up this all
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow. So... So... There, they...
Unit's air purity sensors are indicating a lethal level of inebriation emanating from a nearby organic source.
Hey! Thank you.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
I never got a chance to... No. Well, hey, that's a complete set. Oh, just between...
Última missão antes da missão final.
Back to the old... Working at the cannery... You... She... Hey! Hey, I got...
Eu falo daquilo, cadê aquele trambolho? Essa aqui.
I'd have just broken it.
A moleque tá tão forte que os caras tiram e não acontece nada.
Can we talk?
Wow! You put those marauders in the dirt quicker than the masked marketeer. Teach me your ways. What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen. Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Also, he could carry on a conversation, unlike these hooligans. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to. I'm great at clarifying. No? Oh.
Wish we had some better routes.
What is it? You let me.
Didn't I request no more? Fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Lá né, pra última missão agora. Isso aqui eu não consigo fazer porque se eu chego lá eles querem me matar. Mais tarefa aqui, mas depois eu faço. Vou terminar a missão principal. Eu faço o resto aqui.
Captain, I am pleased to inform you that we have successfully landed on Tartarus. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return. Understood. If you die...
You're the backup, right? From Akande? Thank the law you're here. These bloodthirsty sprat bags have no respect for the law. We're pinned down. I don't understand either. It's not like I tortured them or anything. That was somebody else's job. You've got to help us. Please, kill them. Summary justice for the whole lot. Bust through? Are you out of your mind? Those animals tear us apart. Oh, law. You're right. Okay. Come on, guys. Rifles up. Let's kick these rung leeches out of our docking bay. For the chairman! Tartarus security.
Take care.
Whatever.
Protect the groundbreaker!
The captain did right by us once.
that?
Now it's our turn. Forward for groundbreaker!
Caution! Infestation encroaching!
keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Area sanitization assessment. The Labyrinth on Tartarus. Task classification. Easy peasy. Would you like Sam to tidy up this area? Waiting for confirmation command. Confirmation command not received. Preparing to neutralize Wind cycles up to industrial Spain.
Isso aqui vai ser difícil pra caralho, velho. Porque os bichos são muito fortes aqui, velho.
We'll be here, Captain.
Se lembrasse quando chega lá embaixo salvar, véio. Senão toda vida eu vou começar daqui.
Let's talk.
Forward for groundbreaker. Covering you.
What was that?
Beginning security.
Morrendo a cada 5 segundos me pega muito. Cara, só não vejo, eu sou meio cego. Essa arma aqui é cara foda.
Captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. Forward for groundbreaker.
Area sanitization assessment. The Labyrinth on Tartarus. Task classification. Easy peasy.
I've gotta admit, I'm not too keen on walking into a prison. They lock me up, I'm liable to kill everyone trying to get back out.
Salvar aqui.
Would you like Sam to tidy up this area? Waiting for confirmation command. Confirmation command not received. coming up. Infestation encroaching.
Como assim, velho? Não tá acertando, o cara tá na minha frente.
Purified. Hands on the job.
Love a good fight.
Neutralize and sanitize.
But the captain needs our help, so get in there and fight!
Neutralize and sanitize.
Hey, Cap.
Take out the threat.
MSI. I'm not one for arguments, but the captain needs our help. So, get in there and fight!
Object is seen to be backwards.
Waste of company ammo.
Unit's middle name. Scoured with prejudice. Customer, all germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
This is nice. Calm before the storm and all that.
Difficult job ahead? Consider equipping a pack of Sam's Special Solvent Stain Out Remover. It's ruthless on residual blood splatter.
I don't understand. I pulled you out of the Hope. I brought you out of stasis. I gave you the opportunity to help me save every settler on the Hope. We could have saved this colony, you know. That was always the plan. I revive you, you do as I say. I tell you to go there, get me this, shoot that, and you do as I say. If you just listened to me, we could have rescued everyone on the Hope. We could have been the saviors of Halcyon. But you didn't listen. No one in this damn colony ever listens. What? Oh, is this thing not working? Can you hear me now? Oh, wait a minute. You were mocking me. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Oh, have you come to humiliate me? Do you want me to admit yours is the superior intellect? If you think I'm going to admit defeat and throw myself at the mercy of the board, oh, you're wrong. I've still got some fight left in me. I can still bloody your nose. Don't you tell me what to do with my blood pressure. My heart rate is within a perfectly acceptable margin of failure. Don't worry about me. Worry about what I'm willing to do. Oh, I've got nothing to lose. I've got nothing to live for. But I'll tell you what I do have. Oh, I've got a gun. And I've got Adjutant Akande as my hostage. Not bad for an old man, eh? No, it won't change anything. We're plunging headlong into oblivion now, you and I. Killing Akande won't save us, but it will feel incredibly good. If you insist on interfering, I will be forced to kill you, and I don't want that. I can't imagine we've got anything left to say. So you found out. I suppose it's not enough that you ruin my every plan. You must also humiliate me by reminding me of my failures. Yes, I've killed people. Is that what you wanted to hear? I experimented on dozens of the Hope's colonists. Every last one of them died in agony. That's what I told myself. If I'd only kept trying, if I'd only kept experimenting, I'd discover the secret to reviving the Hope's colonists. I didn't care about the cost. I didn't question the morality of my actions. What are the deaths of a few dozen colonists weighed against the lives of hundreds of thousands? I can't undo the past. So many colonists died at my hands, just so I could revive you. Reviving you was a sin. I don't deserve to go on living in the world I helped ruin. My life's work has been an exercise in futility. The only honorable way to end it is to go down fighting. I expect you'll try. I've programmed the Labyrinth's mechanical warden to kill you on sight. I'm sorry to have to do this, but I can't take any chances with you. You were my greatest success, and my greatest disappointment.
Alguma arma que dá pra ajudar agora. Vamos mandar um robô agora.
Attacking contaminants with intent to kill. Resistant to criminal others.
Join me for a second, will you?
Nice. Esse robô foi meu bucha, né? Pô, os soldados de fora lá era mais fácil, mais difícil.
Thank the law you're here. That madman was out of control. You were right to put him down. He was too far gone to be of any use to us. And what about you? You aren't hurt, I hope. Why shouldn't I be interested in the well-being of my finest agent? Not to mention my most valuable investment. You've put down the worst riot in our history. Rid the colony of a dangerous madman, and saved my life. The board owes you a tremendous debt. We don't have a moment to lose. We're gonna have to work together to save Halcyon, because the situation is far worse than you imagined. We've lost all contact with Earth. It's been 3 years since we've received a message. We've had no contact, no signals, nothing. Earth has gone dark. 2 years ago, the Earth Directorate's frigate disappeared en route to Earth. We don't know if they ever made it. We don't know if there's an Earth to go back to.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
We must find a way to carry on by ourselves. For better or worse. Halcyon is the only home we have left. We're alone, Captain. That's all I know for certain. Whatever happens to this colony, we're going to have to deal with it on our own. Returning to Earth is not an option. Yes, we do have a long road ahead of us. But I have faith in you. The service you've done for this colony is nothing short of extraordinary. You're the reason I'm still standing here today. The board will survive because of you. And as the board goes, so goes Halcyon. It's time we carried out the program. I trust I can count on your support, Captain. I support your decision wholeheartedly. You've proven yourself the most capable leader in the colony. Now more than ever before, Halcyon needs strong leadership and a steady guiding hand. I look forward to serving as your adjutant. We're on our own now. Earth isn't coming to save us, so we're going to have to save ourselves.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The riots in Tartarus ended in a total victory for the board. Without any significant threats to challenge their power, the board asserted their control over the colony. The lifetime employment program began immediately, and the people of Halcyon did exactly what they were expected to do. They obeyed. Sophia Akande converted the labyrinth from a prison to a processing center. She jettisoned the original colonists out of the Hope and transformed the ship into a massive storage facility. One by one, the workers of Halcyon surrendered themselves to the program. They arrived with their families and their friends, their colleagues and their neighbors, and then, one by one, they marched into their stasis chambers. As the workers of Halcyon slept in their hibernation chambers, their settlements became ghost towns, left behind by the board to be reclaimed by nature. Only Byzantium remained, a shining beacon of civilization in an otherwise abandoned colony. The people of Byzantium spent the rest of their days gorging themselves on their stockpile of resources. As for the workers of Halcyon, they never felt the effects of the collapse. They never felt anything at all. The board's focus on Byzantium closed the door on much of Sanjar's civil liberties movement. As the last few townships withered away, MSI had little room to grow. Ever the savvy businessman, however, Sanjar pivoted and established Stellar Bay as the colony's supplier of luxury seafood. Catering to the elite, MSI was allowed to continue operations as a member of the Halcyon board, and became more successful than Sanjar could ever have dreamed. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. Edgewater's cannery met its production quota for the first time in 3 years. As a result, the adjutant rewarded every worker in Edgewater with a place in the lifetime employment program. Reed Dobson was granted 25 years in suspended animation. However, a computing error adjusted his duration to 250 years. A trouble ticket to resolve this error remains open. While the groundbreaker remained mechanically stable, the changing times forced Junlei Tennyson to make some difficult calls on behalf of her community. The work of maintaining independence was an uphill climb, and she found herself caving to bad faith compromises with the board. Time will tell if the groundbreaker can endure. As smaller settlements were swallowed up and their workers drafted into the lifetime employment program, Byzantium continued to thrive. While its citizens lived in decadence and extravagance, a small cadre of scientists worked to solve the nutrition crisis that threatened Halcyon. No one else much noticed the townships that disappeared from the map, or the luxuries that slowly lost their luster year by year. Even the Gorgon asteroid, though a distant enigma to most of Halcyon, felt the aftershocks of your actions. Gorgon's restored facilities presented a tantalizing boon to the lifetime employment program. The promise of a more productive, more compliant workforce. It was too good for Akande to pass up, especially when Tartarus and the many underperforming townships across Terra 2 offered fodder for additional research. Minnie Ambrose found herself leading the project under Akande's watchful eye. Her organizational acumen kept the project afloat, but just barely. With the specter of failure ever present, she came to appreciate the struggles the late Dr. Ambrose had faced. In spite of everything, the Gorgon asteroid remained a sobering reminder of the potential for progress and disaster in humanity's most ambitious efforts. The truth about Rizzo's Spectrum Brown was buried in the abandoned ruins of their old distillery. The company designed a new drink using the rancid harvests from the old purpleberry orchards and a dangerous amount of brown food coloring. This second launch of Spectrum Brown was sold in Byzantium at an exorbitant price. It was incredibly popular. The death of her sister left Ruth Bellamy disillusioned. She eventually lost interest in Byzantine culture and spent more and more time alone with her memories of Melinda. She only emerged out of isolation to speak out against the lifetime employment program. Her opinions earned the contempt of the elite. She was last seen departing from Byzantium in a private craft. No one has heard from her since. The lifetime employment program led to a boom in the aetherwave industry as more and more Byzantines demanded entertainment. With the absence of Ruth Bellamy, the question on everyone's mind was, who could be the next Halcyon Helen? Burbage 3001's performance during the investigation on Eridanos made it the ideal contender for Helen's replacement. Some years later, after Odeon Pictures released the brand new Burbage 3002 model, it was found mysteriously destroyed by a plasma weapon. Cedric Kincannon did not take kindly to losing the vast majority of his subordinates to hibernation. Despite the board seriously entertaining the idea of offering Sublight a seat, Cedric was nowhere to be found. Any theories that he left Halcyon entirely to begin a new life on some undiscovered asteroid with his former secretary Eileen are, of course, just theories. With the board's newly renewed grip on its seat of power, the public's increased interest in the aetherwave industry, and the death of his primary acting rival, Spencer Woolrich expected to return to the limelight as he so rightfully deserved. Much to his chagrin, however, his roles remained few, and quickly grew fewer. As his fall from stardom solidified, Woolrich found himself reassigned to menial labor and placed in suspended animation to support the lifetime employment program. It seemed that as much as he had resented her, Halcyon Helen had been all that separated Spencer from complete irrelevancy. Tossball in Halcyon changed dramatically after the Lifetime Improvement Program. With roughly half of the league's players in hibernation, existing teams were forced to merge. The upheaval caused a great deal of infighting between longtime rivals, who found themselves on the same side of the tossball hump. This, in turn, led to a pronounced increase of knives during play, and a period in tossball's history known as the blood loss across the toss. Bertie Holcomb groused in private about the general fictation of tossball spectators. Once, enraged by the sight of a Byzantine seated in the front row with a fancy drink, Bertie leapt over the dividing wall to the stands, seized the offending beverage, and stabbed the man in the hand with its tiny umbrella garnish. New laws against this infraction were created after the game. Bertie Holcomb would live forever in the annals of tossball history as the first player to have received a penalty for audience participation. With the situation in Eridanos taken care of, and with Byzantium's sphere of influence rapidly expanding, attention on the Prophet of Profitability's productivity seminars multiplied 100-fold. High-rungers all over Halcyon flocked to Eridanos and its newly opened Productivity Expansion Reserve. The Prophet herself remained at the forefront of her discipline, until a violent encounter with a rival spy. Actually, no more than a curious fan, saw her fade into the background for the remainder of her days. As the board reasserted control over Halcyon, Felix came to realize that his life as an upstart rebel had come to an end. The board's victory crushed any hope for a grand revolution across Halcyon, and so Felix, once again, found himself without a purpose in life. And so, disillusioned with his former boss and with nowhere left to go, Felix left his crew without saying goodbye. He was never heard from again. As a reward for his part in her courageous rescue, the adjutant invited the vicar known as Max to become one of the leaders of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. Max eventually rose to the top, becoming the presiding bishop of the OSI. He denounced his spiritual meanderings as a misguided attempt to come to terms with his long-dead parents. His only regret was that they had not lived long enough to see that he was right all along. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. As the board began to roll out their lifetime employment program, Parvati was plagued by dreams of freezing to death. She began taking increasingly longer shore leaves, and she eventually disappeared from the Unreliable entirely. The board never knew what became of her, and under the adjutant's orders, they never tried to find out. Parvati was afforded a measure of peace and left to her own devices. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Though Minister Clark was eventually released from house arrest, long years of isolation left him a changed man, little suited for bureaucratic work or for the colony that was changing around him. He remained in his estate largely by choice, fading from public view. Adjutant Sophia Akande was instrumental in executing the lifetime employment program. Following the death of Chairman Rockwell, Sophia Akande served as the loyal adjutant to her former freelancer, now the most powerful person in Halcyon. With Halcyon's workers suspended in a state of hibernation, starvation and chaos are problems of the past. The lifetime employment program succeeded in its goals, but that success came at a price. The Halcyon of today is nothing at all like the colony of yesteryear. Power remains concentrated in Byzantium, but all the colony's resources serve the lifestyle of the elite, thereby transforming Halcyon into one of the smallest and most exclusive colonies in the system. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus and proved yourself the most capable leader left in the colony. With Sophia Akande as your adjutant, you returned in triumph to Byzantium. All of Halcyon was yours. In time, you demonstrated a talent for leadership that far surpassed your predecessor, Chairman Rockwell. With your steady hand, you guided Halcyon through the turbulent years to follow, and helped ensure the colony's survival. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Cara, bom jogo, velho. Excelente jogo. Ele meio que é uma mistura do Fallout com Borderlands, né? Que é a gameplay dele. Mas é um bom jogo. Lançou o 2 recentemente, mas pra mim tá bem salgado. Tá R$180 na Steam. Por enquanto não tem como comprar ele. Mas no momento que ele ficar em promoção, eu trago o 2 dele aqui pro canal. Obrigado aí por acompanhar toda a gameplay do jogo. E valeu, tamo junto.